My brother and parents both received predatory phone calls from Genesis Credit Management, but none of us received anything in writing. In fact, Genesis flatly refused to send my mom anything in writing. And when she refused to pay their fraudulent claims, they put an illegal claim on my parents' credit report. But after much stress and hassle, they got it removed. So I decided to check my own credit report. I contacted the big three credit bureaus, Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion, who each denied me my right to my credit report. So I have no idea if this or any other illegal and fraudulent claim has been made against me. By law, we're all entitled to free credit reports. By their denials, these credit bureaus committed crimes. But guess what? There's no government agency to enforce this law. There's no cop to call, no criminal complaints you can file. Like most other laws that exist claiming to protect us from elitist predation, there is no enforcement written into the law. And the mere existence of credit bureaus is a crime. I never voted or consented to let credit bureaus rule my life or rule my society. They have no authority over you whatsoever. They have no right to maintain a file on anyone. They have no right to gather and sell any information on any individual. They are nothing but elitist blacklisters and gossip mongers. They are criminals. So I decided to give one more attorney the opportunity to enforce the law and protect me and my family from the criminal harassment and predation of Feinberg, Moss and Company, and the landlord of Garden Green Apartments. I sent this lawyer a detailed letter replete with documentation. I asked her to help protect my right to file criminal complaints against these predators, and the letter was completely ignored yet again. The lawyer creed is obvious. If lawyers can't help you commit predation, they'll do nothing at all. Being that the crimes committed against me, my parents, and my brother by all these people, even Genesis Credit Management, included the federal crimes of bank fraud, money laundering, and extortion and fraud across state lines, I decided to contact the nearest FBI office. The FBI man refused to identify himself by name, badge number, rank, or position. He refused me my right to file a criminal complaint, just like O'Shea and Murphy of the LAPD. He lied by claiming bank fraud, money laundering, and extortion committed across state lines were civil offenses because a landlord committed them. He refused to review my evidence or take any action whatsoever. This FBI pig pissed me off so much, I contacted my local office of the U.S. Justice Department. These morons won't even take any direct calls. They explain on their message they receive too many complaints from citizens that they don't want to be bothered with. I left a detailed message saying I was filing federal charges against this FBI office and all the rest. Guess what? The call was completely ignored. I then got the idea of notifying my bank, Wells Fargo. Surely they'd be interested in the crimes of bank fraud and money laundering. I had to take a 5-hour public transit ride and walk 5 miles round trip to get to my local bank office so they'd fax my written statement and documentation to the appropriate Wells Fargo department. When I got home, I called this department to verify receipt and was told they'd investigate ASAP. After 5 months of not hearing anything, I called them again. They apologized, saying a mix-up had occurred and my case was misplaced. They assured me they'd make an immediate investigation, and I never heard from them again. All this occurred in 2014, and my parents and brother say they've never heard anything on this matter since. But I still have no idea if my credit report contains these fraudulent claims, or if the landlord of Garden Green Apartments has won secret court claims against me filed and decided in my absence. It's a common ploy for the elite to file lawsuits against people without notifying the accused. When the accused fails to appear in court, the judge automatically finds in favor of the elitist plaintiff. Has this happened to me, or my parents, or even my brother? This landlord may easily have filed an eviction suit against me after I moved and complied with this stipulation and judgment order I was coerced into signing. So, for over 18 months, I notified the following number of officers of the court and agents of law enforcement about the local, state, and federal crimes of criminal harassment, fraud, theft, extortion, bank fraud, and money laundering. I notified 3 prosecuting attorneys, about 10 private attorneys, 4 cops, around 7 other government agents in various agencies, a bank, and a judge. And I never mentioned the 5 or 6 media outlets I contacted. And not one responded to enforce these laws. The point is, my stories are not unique. They happen many times a day to conservatives and liberals alike, to men and women alike, to blacks and whites alike, to straights and gays alike, to Christians, Jews, Muslims, and atheists alike, to the middle class and poor alike. The elite do not usually target you for attack based upon anything other than the fact that you aren't wealthy. You aren't one of them. There may be some elite or their enforcers who hold special prejudices towards a specific race, religion, or lifestyle, but that's in addition to their general predation of and disdain for the entire common. When I moved from Garden Green Apartments, I found an affordable housing unit. The affordable housing program is different than Section 8 housing. Although I've qualified for Section 8 for over 25 years, they've denied me my right to even get on the 10-year waiting list. Before I moved into this affordable housing unit, they illegally contacted my last apartment manager of Garden Green Apartments, that criminal apartment complex I was leaving. They contacted them without my consent. After I straightened out the lies they were told, they then told me my rent wouldn't increase for about 5 years. 16 months later, they increased my rent. A few months following that, they conducted 9 inspections in 5 months, one in which they threatened me with eviction because they claimed my toilet wasn't clean enough. But it wasn't any less clean than the day I moved in. I spent 3 days on my hands and knees with a butter knife, scraping other people's crap off that toilet, and sent them a letter asking for a mere $25 compensation. The letter was completely ignored. I complained about these damned inspections to the California Tax Allocation Committee, that was the state oversight agency of this federal program. They not only refused to protect us residents from the constitutional violations of these illegal searches, but without my consent, they violated my right to anonymity, actually contacted the apartment management company, and lied about what I had said. The management company, in turn, threatened to evict me again. This affordable housing program is government-sanctioned violation of the Fourth Amendment, and there is no one I can turn to, no one to even report these crimes to, no one to enforce the law. Laws mean nothing to these people unless they can be used to harm you. Like credit reporting agencies, apartment management companies are illegal. If you can't operate your own business, then you have no business owning a business. The elite hire the common to do their dirty work, to harm other members of the common. The elite prey on us as one united group. Yet they divide us through the illusions of politics, economics, religion, and race. So we won't recognize our own unity and be able to challenge their domination over us. The elite don't divide us when they hurt us. They hurt us equally and as one group, the common. They only divide us when they want to use us, to pit us against one another, by spreading the lie that our neighbors and anyone different from us are our enemies. They divide us, and then, through our united dependence on the elite through employment, use us against each other to enforce their will. If you want a better world, you must first start living better yourselves. Live the honesty, kindness, compassion, non-predation, and equality you claim you want from the rest of humanity. You change the world by living the change you desire. If you want fascism and predonomics, just keep living as you are right now, and see how much productive change actually occurs. The world won't change until you change and stop preying on others because the elite pay you to do so, and stop conceiving your friends as enemies because your elitist leadership tells you to. All you have to do is stop doing what you are doing. Stop living off of the misery of others. And stop listening to the 5,000-year-old lies that keep you from uniting and fighting as one for the mutual benefit of us all. Please share this equalism video series. This message must get out. If you wish to end your own slavery, you must fight to end the slavery of all humanity. Thanks.